Hi, it's Maureen here at Stitch Mac, and this is a channel about, excuse me, cross stitch. So that's it. That's pretty much what it's about. Hi if you've been here before, and hello if you haven't. Um, right, yeah, it's been a few weeks. I have absolutely no idea actually when last. I think it's been a wee while, and I don't know what I talked about in the last one. So we're just gonna go with the flow. Essentially, I'll go through what I've done, worked for WIPGO this year, because that's essentially what I've been working on. So I will start with this. Actually, that's a lie, because this is not my WIPGO piece, but this is just my focus piece for the year. And so I've been doing 3,000 stitches on this every month, which is going to give me to 10, another 10%. No, to me, actually like 20% on this. You'll see why. If you've seen this one before, you will see this is my, just to give you, yeah, Cartographica XL Tilton Crafts stitched 20110 stitch on 28 count. So just to give you some perspective, this is halfway along, and I think about this is halfway down. So this is the top corner. My brain can't work that out now. So if I was looking at it, yeah, it's the top left corner. Oh god, it needs a wash. Oh yeah, it's been about for a while. I think I might give it a wash. The next decent day, I'll give it a wash and put it in the line. So anyway, yeah. So as you'll see, that is the corner there. So since the start of the year, I worked over and worked into there, and then I've been working on this for the last little bit. Just doing the border and then just mooching on down there. And yeah, it's coming on quite well. So I'm quite pleased, because that's working out at a very doable amount of stitches to do every month, leaving me plenty of time to do everything else, and I'll still get another 10% of it done. You know, which would 20%, because then I'll have about 80% to do. Whew. So next month, I haven't decided. I haven't said, well, just to go right along and then start doing that corner and then fill in the map, or just start working on the map. Because as you'll see, sorry, to explain, obviously, this is the border and then the map starts here. I don't know. But yeah, so it's pretty good. Look. The colours are darker than in the picture. The colours are a bit more muted. And it's one of these things when you're working on it, it's just a blurb of colours. And then you pull it back and you go, oh, well, that's what it is. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, so I'm done for April. Yeah, I did that. I've done my April stitching on that. So I'll bring that back out in May. Yeah, so otherwise, what I'm doing is doing that one, my 3,000 stitches a month, and then doing my 2 WIPGO pieces, and then anything else that maybe pops up, or going back to doing other WIPGO pieces. So, let me see. Sorry, I've written this down. Right, so I'm doing obviously 2 WIPGO pieces a month, and I have goals for them all, which I'm not aiming to complete in that month. If I do complete it, brilliant, but I'm not aiming to complete it. Some of these I'll then carry on through the rest of the year and use them intermittently. Right, so for my WIPGO, one of the first pieces I did in January, I think it got called, was my TARDIS, which is by Tilton Crafts, which is this one here. There's a lot of blues, a lot of blue and black in this. My goal was to get to 5% on this, which I completed, I think, just last month. I focused on it in January, I did a bit in January, and then the rest of it I did over the other months. So I think that's just a little bit over halfway at the top. It's not a huge piece. Well, actually, it is a huge piece. And there's absolutely a ton of black. And then I just kind of worked my way down. The reason I've done it like this is because I know that's all black, all that up to there is black. There's in here, there's like little other tiny bits of blue and things. So it just means the next time I pick it up, I know if I'm just going to do a block of stuff, I can just fill all those bits in black. If that makes sense. And then I just did some of the blues just to make it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, that is 5%. But like I say, it's not a focus piece or anything like that, but I'm quite pleased with that. It may well come back out again in the year depending on anything else I'm doing, but I'm pleased I did that. I also did, one of the other ones it called was my December house, which is it was French houses that I'd got off of a blog many years ago. And I've completed that. I think I did that last month. So it's really cute. I really like it. So yeah, so it just now needs to go in the ironing pile and go on to get the finished pile. Sorry, dog's just knocking over my juice. I also completed Snowflower February and Snowflower May, and they're up the stairs. They've already been ironed and moved upstairs. So I need to get them done because May's fast approaching. Another one that got called was my Gina, Artisty Gina, and my goal for this, sorry I keep looking at the screen because I think it was 20%, and I haven't, and again, sorry, all my stuff's in black. So it's sepia coloured. So my goal is for 20% of this. Again, it was called in January, and I'm not finished 20%. So, but again, I'm just picking it up as and when I finish, if I've got time in a month or I've got another challenge or something that it fits the part for. So yeah, so as you'll see, that's the hat and the top of the hair and just coming down into her face. And this is on some Sparklies. I think it was a fabric of the month. It's just a really faint mottled kind of creamy colour. So yeah, it goes really well. So yeah, so I've got a few random stitches in there to do, but overall, they're looking quite good. Bear with me a second. Just before my washing machine decides to go into a spin and sound like a steam train coming through the house. Right, what else? Labyrinthine, my Labyrinthine, yeah, summer was called, let me just see, yeah, summer was called one of the months. So this is my Story Keep. It's Stephanie Law. So that's the winter one. So winter, spring, and summer. And I must have autumn somewhere as well. And autumn. These are Story Keeps by Stephanie Law, Labyrinthine, the seasons. And I'm doing these, as you will see, in a minute, on one piece here. So I'm just doing it as one large piece. So my goal is to get 10,000 stitches on each of them. And I've completed the summer one. So it's winter, spring, summer, autumn. So yeah, so that's my 10,000 stitches completed on summer. I think the others are still to be called on WIPCO, but I have done some in the winter as well already. But yeah, I love these. These are really good. These are just 2/1 10 stitch on 28 count. So yeah, looks really good. So that's that. So sorry, I just quite tired. Snowflower Maze upstairs. March House, Labyrinthine, Summer's completed, February's upstairs, Gina and I've told you about that. So the only other thing to show you is, hang on. Sorry, I've got two more things to show you. So another piece that got called was my Northwood Farm, which is by John Clayton. It's a heritage craft piece, which is this. And I'm going to try and complete a page. I mean, I say a page, just the way it's been photocopied. And that's this piece, which looks dreadfully boring. This is just some green DMC, which is good because it's beiges. There's a lot of beige and blended colours. Eventually I've actually managed to make it down that little splurge at the bottom. There's a tree. It's very exciting. I finally got a tree. It's a lot of sky. So yeah, so I think this top here is where is the end of the page. So I've just got the rest of that page to do. Again, quite a handy one to use if you need to do a lot of stitches for anything. But yeah, liking that. But it looks excessively boring on that as it stands at the moment. But it will get more interesting when I get to the house, etc. And then the other one, which got called in April, so what I've just been working on the last week is my Shakespeare Jenny Bean's Halloween Sampler by Shakespeare Peddler. It's a Here I Lie. My kids were asking about it, going, oh, what's that? And I says, well, it says, here when I'm dead and in my grave and all my bones are rotting, if you see this, pray think of me or I will be forgotten. I've told them, like, I want that up in your house. That'll be, you know, that's my leaving present. Right, sorry, I was interrupted while I was doing that yesterday. So I showed you where what I was working at. So this is PC. So this is the Halloween sampler. So I'm stitching it on a piece of Sparkly's Fabric of the Month from a long time ago. Yeah, so I'm doing it in most of the called for colours. I think except there was one where for these letters here, and it was like when I put it on, I was like, no, that's it's just too. It was just disappearing into the colours. So I think the rest of it is. Excuse me. The rest of it is the call for colours, and they really do. They're popping quite well, I feel, on this fabric. Yes, my goal for this was to finish it. But the progress I've made, I'm like, okay, that's maybe not gonna happen. Maybe it was a little bit ambitious there. It's not got too much further to come along it to this side, but as you'll see, this is a house, and that was the big roof. So yeah, so that might take a little bit. It's not a huge piece, but it might take a little bit longer than I had anticipated. Never mind. Yeah, so that's that. And then the other piece for April was my, I think this is the March House, which I'm going to work on next week. I'll work on next. I'm also still working on my chatelaine, on the beading. Oh my giddy aunt. I thought the beading was, I don't know why I thought, oh, it's not going to take that long. You know, it's not that much. Oh my God. It is soul destroying. It's actually soul destroying. It's footery and yeah, I'm not enjoying it. So I'm trying to break it down into doing little bits. And again, it's doing the whole lesson to learn. Don't leave the beading till the end. Because again, I've got to go all the way around it. It's 4 times, doing everything. So I'll do a little bit more of that today. Yeah, do a little bit more of that. I'm going to try and do every weekend. I'm trying to do like a little bit of it just to make. Once I get, don't get me wrong, once I get into the rhythm of it, it's fine. I've kind of gotten where I am. It's just that every time you're looking at the part and you're like, okay, I've done that bit. And then you find more and you're like, oh my God. And then you find more and they're all the same colour and you're like, oh. Yeah, so it's not It's not fun. So I'm doing that. What else I do? I'm knitting some socks now. I'll just show you this because it's in my back. So, knit another pair of socks. Just some nice little black and grey ones. So I've started on the leg. Yeah, I've done the cuff. I'm starting on the leg. It's quite cute. Again, that is just something I'll just pick up randomly. It's not anything I'm super excited about working on. I like doing it, but it's just more of a random thing. I'll probably take it away. I'm going away next weekend. I'm going up to Aberdeenshire. So we're going to stay in Ballater. We're having afternoon tea at the Balmoral Estate. And we get a guided tour in that in Balmoral. I've never been up that way, so I think my sister said I'm going to my sister's there, and she'd been there once or something like that. But so we've got a nice little B&B to stay in, and she's a knitter, you see. So when I go with her, I'll take my stuff, and I'll maybe take those socks with me because they're easy to carry. So I'm doing that next weekend. The following weekend, I've got a day. I actually got a work day out. It's so exciting. It's the first time in like 2.5 years. And then the following weekend, we've got our little day retreat, which we're hosting what was Irish Cross Stitches, now Scottish Cross Stitches. We are hosting in Ayr for the day. It's very exciting. I've just booked a local premiere in one of the conference rooms in there. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be good. It'll be good to catch up with everyone again. It's not that long since I've seen most of them, to be fair. We've not been too bad because we had a retreat in March. Yeah, beginning of March. We had the 3-day retreat at in Glasgow. Well, it's just outside Glasgow. And that was cool. That was good catching up with everyone then. Yeah, always love a wee stitch retreats. We've got another one for that in November. But we had thought we would just do a little day one. So some people actually come to stay. They'll stay the night before. But for me, it's 2 minutes up the road. Selfish. I sorted it. I'm having it up the road. So yeah, so we'll spend all day there stitching. So that's yeah, that's it. That's my upcoming plans for April, and that takes me into May. And hopefully I'll get some stitching wet, but excuse me. But I've been doing a lot of overtime at work, so I'm doing that just now. So it's eating into my stitching time, but paying for my stitching retreats. So there's a balance. Right. Okay, that was me. I just needed to come back on and show you that because I got disturbed last night. And by the time I came back on, it was dark, and the sun is now. I'm back up, and the sun is now shining. Yeah. So dog walks today. Dog walks. A little bit of shopping and stitching. That's the plan. Right. I hope you are all well. Come back soon. I don't know when I'll be back. When I'm back. Okay. Cheerio, bye.